Hey, it's Artistic Nick. Thanks for the click. In tonight's tutorial, I'm going to be teaching you how to draw Marvel superheroes. Hey there guys, Artistic Nick here, thanks for the click. Tonight's tutorial I'm going to be drawing Thor from the Marvel Universe. I went to see the new Thor movie last night, so it's inspired me to do this one. Very good film if you've not seen it, Thor Ragnarok. So as always, I'm using my black Sharpie pen. And we're going to find a midpoint, and I'm going to find his nose to start with. We're going to work from his nose, so we're going to find a centre point, and this nose comes straight up and down around here. Now in this drawing we've got a lot of straight lines around his helmet, plus quite a lot of free-flowing lines around for his hair. So the next part we're going to find is we're going to find the nose ridge at the top of his helmet, and this nose does come into that. So off from here we're going to come and draw two diagonal lines going up, and then from those we're going to draw two lines that are quite straight, but they do round off at the end, and one here. I guess this is the armour plating on his helmet. So directly in the centre we're going to come up and we're going to put a dot, and we're going to draw a V shape here coming out both sides, and then we're going to do very similar to what we did at the bottom. We're going to come out and around So let's join these two lines up now. I'm going to come slightly further down either side there. So let's join this one to the top there, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come down to the same point. Bit of detailing in this helmet, a line, and again we're going to follow the same pattern that we've been doing. Already. And coming down from this side we're going to draw a diagonal line in. I guess these are the pieces of the helmet that start to wrap round under the chin and protect the chin area. Just making sure that we're roughly level there, and then we're going to come back up another diagonal line up on both sides, and this follows up a similar line to the line that we drew on the inside, and then coming up to the top of this part of the helmet here, we're going to continue this up, and then a diagonal shape coming up, and these are the sort of wings on the top of Thor's helmet. They're very iconic, and we've got some detailing coming in here now. Again, it looks like armour plating. Quite a lot of detail in this drawing, but like I say, I was so inspired by watching the film yesterday. It's a fantastic movie that I thought I'd give this a go. I would definitely recommend to go and watch it. I wasn't too impressed with the early Thor films, the first two that were out a few years ago, but this one was fantastic. So we're mirroring what we've drawn on this side now. We're coming down and rounding in. Getting this armour plating in. If this is the first video that you've watched of mine, thank you very much for taking the time to watch it. I hope it's enjoyable and you're giving this a go. I've done lots of different characters, lots of Marvel characters already. We're going to find a centre point now about the same height as the top of these wings, bang in the centre, and his helmet now comes down and round. It's almost comes up to a peak, and there is just some detailing that on his helmet there. I guess this is coloured in a different colour just to make it look as though it's a rounded shape. Okay, a little bit of detailing on these areas coming in around the chin. If you've not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and click the subscribe button, guys. It makes a huge difference to small YouTube channels when you do subscribe and you watch the videos and like. So if you've already done that, thank you very much. If you haven't, or why not, go ahead and do it. I'm planning on doing daily video tutorials with the cartoon characters, but I'm also doing some, I'm going to find the mouth now. So the mouth is not quite as high up as these two chin areas, and we've got a typical superhero mouth. You don't really get much detail there. It's almost a grimace. And then we've got this patch slightly underneath. So let's give him some nostrils now, big manly nostrils, and then we're going to look for the eyes. So eyes are coming in. And he's got some big irises. And he's got the superhero eyebrows, which give him almost a frown, a menacing kind of look. And we're going to go for the same thing on this side. Just getting the basic shape of the eye and the iris in. Okay, we've got some cheekbones in here, make him look handsome. Perfecto. Now we've got some hair coming around. So Thor's got this long flowing blonde hair, so we don't need to be too precise with all of this. This is the beauty of drawing hair. You can have a little bit of artistic license with it, and if it doesn't look exactly like the reference image, then it doesn't matter too much, because I don't think any two photographs of anybody, the hair's exactly the same. We're just getting this indication of these long flowing blonde locks coming up out of the bottom of the helmet. Okay, so Thor has this kind of cape on, and it's held together or held on by these big golden rings. So let's find the first one. Big golden, big buttons, I guess they are. When you're working with these Sharpies, try and keep the pen moving, because if you leave it in one spot for too long, you do tend to find that they bleed into the paper, and they can leave an unsightly mark on the page. So this is the top of his robe now, coming up to one of these other big golden, I'm going to say they're buttons, I don't know exactly what they are. Okay, so we've got a little bit of hair that's coming down over this, just to add a little bit of depth and dimension to it, just making sure that we are getting most of the details in. So Thor's also holding his hammer over to this side, so we're going to get this as straight as we can. And we are drawing it in perspective, so we're getting the end of the hammer here thicker than the end towards his head. just to give the impression that it's coming closer to us. Lots of straight lines, and there's a circular shape on the top. I guess this is where the handle's held in at the top. And we are not too far off from completion here, so just a little bit of detail on his tunic or his cape, whatever this is called. We've got some of this flowing material at the top. And similar on this side. Some wrinkles in the material. And then a crease about central, which I guess is his armour or his chest muscles bulging out here, there and there, and a few details on his neck. And I think that is us about done. So that was my Thor video tutorial. I hope you give it a go. Don't forget to check out all the rest of my videos. I'll be posting daily. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hit subscribe, smack the notifications button, follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter.